All right, y'all, we're gonna get the old welding truck out. Gonna run over at the pond and start working on the 10-inch pipe, get some flanges put on. This is a 96 model Dodge 12 valve. I picked up in Hobstad, Indiana, on my way back from Shad Extravaganza one year. It needs a set of batteries on it, but we don't use it much, so we're gonna give it a little push and she'll start instantly and it'll have a little piston knock, but she does just fine. All right, folks, we're over here at the pumping station. The old welding truck made it just fine. We're going to get this Milwaukee skill saw with a metal cutting blade. And we're going to cut this off. We'll get us a support under this pipe to keep anybody from getting hurt in case it falls. I believe this pipe weighs 40 pounds a foot. So it don't take long to get a heavy pipe. So we'll get some footage here cutting the pipe, and we'll get the flange on and get it squared up and do a little dirt daubing. We got her cutting too. We'll roll this out. Okay, we got Jabe over there cleaning the pipe up. Get it ready where it can weld. I learned welding here on the farm, and through my high school years, I had a lot of good teachers. Shock Gorley was one of them. He's went on to heaven now, but he was really a good mentor to me and showed me a lot over the years. And another man by the name of Bill Irvin, he was a local guy that done welding. Dad would have him come out, fix things on the farm, and I sure learned a lot from him and teaching me just the little tricks. And but both of those guys are gone on, and I guess I'm getting to be the old dog now. Maybe we can teach Jabe a little bit. All right, Jabe got the pipe ground down. We got the flange installed. These are used flanges we found down at the local scrap yard. I don't know, 20 bucks a piece. A new one's nearly $400 a piece. Picked up that T for 100 and something bucks. I think a new one's 800 or 900. That's a little rough for a farmer. So I've got these two guides in here to get this flange level. It needs to be level, these two top holes, for the T to be clocked right to hit this. So if it's clocked a few degrees, it ain't gonna line up. So we need this level, we need it plumb. So there's gonna be a lot of pecking around here and squaring up, and if there's any professional pipe fitters on here, y'all may say I'm doing it wrong, that this will work for us. We're gonna try to get it. And we may just put a few tack welds and just see if it's gonna fit and line up before we weld it solid. So we'll get you another clip in a minute. All right, we're gonna see if the old welder's gonna start. We got the flange on. It's just tacked up right now. We're just doing a little fitting to make sure we're going to be in the ballpark. This is the 10-inch butterfly valve, and we pulled a measurement and dropped the plumb bob, and I feel like we're real close. So I believe I'm going to go ahead and take this back off, fully weld the flange on. I may send Jabe out to the telehandler where we can set the T on. Because I don't know, we might manhandle it, but let's see what happens. Well, we got the flange welded on, and I was planning on getting the butterfly valve and the T, but I had forgot. We've got to pull this joint back apart up here, finish some welding up under the bottom side and inside. I really don't want to lay down there in that mud to do that, but if we can bust it apart, I can weld each side. And then we'll bolt it back together, and then we'll start the T. Got a friend of mine, Sean Duncan. He's gonna do a little hammering for me today. We got a limestone rock. It's sitting on the PVC pipe. So we're gonna try to clean that up a little bit if he gets in here. Got the pipe moved out of the way a little bit for him. Maybe that'll be enough. It's hard. Well, we're about to get it, folks. I don't get my eye put out by these pipes. We meant to do this when we put the pipe in and ran out of time. We may have to put a new piece of pipe in. Sean's about got it. We'll make sure Big Duncan gets out of here. Hopefully we won't have to give him a push. Oh yeah. No problem. All right guys, we're back over here at the pumping station. We got a 1/2 inch of rain last night. So we got a muddy mess. We're gonna try to finish welding this pipe. Jabe's on the telehandler going to come in and pick it up. And we're gonna pick it up where we can weld it a lot easier and spin it and try to get it bolted back. We're gonna pick this up where we can weld that a lot better. I know the hose full of water now, but we're just gonna have to deal with it. Raise it up, Jade. Come on in. Gonna ride this thing out and balance it. Raise it up a little. Go on back. This other end of the 10-inch pipe, we're going to take a grinder and try to clean this up a little. Weld this and finish welding the other side. And we got this end to do too, so quite a bit to do here. Jabe's got it cleaned up here pretty good. I'm gonna try to make a root pass with a 6011, excuse me. So, and then we cap it with a 7018. So, probably gonna let Jabe weld a little bit too. Got Jabe here doing a little welding. He's done some in the past. Burning in there real good. Jabe's down in the hole, getting this other pipe cleaned up where we can finish welding it. And we're gonna put a gasket, and then we'll put this back in and start tying it back. So maybe we can get that done today, I hope. All right, we about got this flange welded on. This is the part I've been dreading all day. I've got to get up underneath and do an overhead weld. It's got to be done or it'll leak, so I'm going to flop down here and see what I can do with it. We got that welded on. Jabe got the gasket on with the two line-up dowels. We're going to re-choke this pipe, and there's two scribes on the end of that flange. It's got to line up with that scribe. That way we got it clocked in the right position to run in there. So we're going to re-choke, get this thing level, and get this thing set. All right, we got the pipe here up. Found the two scribes. And then we're going to try to button this thing up. Jabe, you need to run the boom out. All right, Jabe, pull on up. We got Tyler down there, the local John Deere salesman. He showed up at a good time, bringing some parts. We got this thing real close. We'll go down here and see what Tyler's end looks like. See if we're getting anywhere. All right, we're getting ready to mount the butterfly. Jabe's getting the bolts ready. Tyler had to leave to go feed hay. We're starting to lose daylight, but I'm really wanting to get this done before I can sleep better tonight. Jabe's getting the bolts run in. We're going to use 4 3/4 inch guides, and those 4 will hold the butterfly valve and then act as a guide for the T. We're going to try to get that buttoned up tonight. I like little projects like this. This might be a big project for some, but it's small for me. I was telling Jabe that I think people should go do what they want to do in life, no matter what the pay. If it pays $30,000 a year or $200,000 a year, I think you should always do what you want to do in life. Jabe's getting the final torque specs here on it. I'm going to send him get the loader. We're going to get that T and dangle it in here somehow. Try to get it bolted up and get it plumbed in. Jabe's digging up some more nuts there. This thing's been a bear to get on, but she's looking pretty good now. We're about to get her buttoned up. We got her squared up. James getting all the bolts in. We're going to torque them down. I believe we're going to hit it perfect. All right, guys. This thing's pretty plumb. We're between the lines. I believe it's going to fall right in there. This is probably all we're going to do tonight. It's nearly 7 o'clock. I know we got supper on the table. But go to our page, The Watson Farm, subscribe and like. We got my brother Wasper. He's going to be showing up soon. He was doing a little trucking today, but we're going to get him and keep these videos coming. See ya.